Let's move on now. Violence broke out in Georgia's capital Tbilisi after thousands of demonstrators took to the streets in protest against a draft legislation which they say will stifle the freedom of the press. Police hurled tear gas, fired water cannons and stun grenades on protesters outside the Georgian parliament. The crowd that had gathered outside parliament pulled aside metal barriers. Some protesters threw petrol bombs and stones at the police, after which the police with riot shields could be seen making arrests along the main thoroughfare running through the center of the city. The Interior Ministry has said that there were injuries on both sides after what it called an extremely violent protest.
I came here because I know that my country belongs to Europe, but my government doesn't understand it. And we believe that this is a part of the big play. This is Russia's play. And Putin is facing damage in Ukraine, and they want to gain something here. So we are here to protect our country because we don't want to be part of Russia again.
The Georgian parliament has given its initial backing to a draft law which people are calling the Foreign Agents Law. This would require any media outlet and non-governmental organization receiving more than 20% of their funding from overseas to register as foreign agents or face substantial fines. Critics say that if this bill is passed, this would translate into an authoritarian shift and is reminiscent of a 2012 law in Russia that has since been used to crack down on dissent. This could hurt the country's bid to join the European Union. Georgian president has said that she is on the side of the protesters and will veto the law if it crosses her desk. Parliament, though, can override her veto.
ეს კანონი, რომელიც არავის არ ჭირდებოდა, რომელიც არ საიდან არ მოდის. თუ არა, რაღაც მოსკოვის კარნახით. ეს კანონი არის გასაუქმებელი, რა ფორმითაც გინდათ. არანაირად არ არის გასაგზავნი ვენეციის კომისიაში და ვენეციის კომისიამ ძალიან კარგად იცის რა ტიპის კანონი არის ეს.
The US State Department has expressed concern over the situation in Georgia, saying that it is closely monitoring the developments in the former Soviet state.
You asked about the feeling here. The feeling here is one of deep concern. You have heard us express that sentiment consistently in recent days. It is a feeling of deep concern because of the potential implications of this draft law. This draft law would strike at some of the very rights that are central to the aspirations of the people of Georgia.
However, members of the Georgian administration seem to be at odds with each other, as Georgian Prime Minister has reaffirmed his support for the law, saying the proposed provisions on the foreign agents met European and global standards.
Absolutურად უსაფუძვლო არის ეს კამპანია, რაც ახლა მიმდინარეობს. მესმის რომ მათთვის მტკივნეული არის, იმიტომ წლების განმავლობაში ისინი მილიონობით, ათეულ მილიონობით დოლარის გრანტს იღებდნენ და არავით არის გამჭვირვალობა, არავით არის ინფორმაცია, ანგარიშვალდებულება საზოგადოების წინაშე, ჩვენი ხალხის წინაშე არ არსებობდა. მინიმალური სტანდარტი გამჭვირვალობის და ანგარიშვალდებულების არის ის აუცილებელი მოთხოვნა, რომელიც სრულად შეესაბამება ევროპულ სტანდარტს.
More than 60 civil society organizations and media outlets have said that they will not comply with the bill if it is signed into law. The proposal of this bill is not a shock to international communities, as Georgia's government has come under criticism from observers previously as well. And last year, the European Union declined to grant Georgia candidate status, citing stalled political and judicial reforms.